that first section of Out of the Dust Summer 1934. The summarizing, you were supposed to tell me the 3 most important events of that first part of that chapter. You were supposed to restate the first most important event was, and then the because. And I wanted you to underline the because so I knew that was there. The next section was questioning. What questions did you have about that section of the chapter, or what did you wonder about? So why did Billy Joe, and if this is questioning, it should end with a question mark, right? And then the last part of the worksheet, you were supposed to make 3 predictions about what's going to happen next in the story. And that should have been, I predict that, okay? What will happen next is, my last prediction is. So what I'm going to give you now is about 5 minutes to make sure you have that finished and that you follow directions. And then I'm going to collect those, and you're going to be working as a group today to share that information and compile that into one worksheet that you're going to share with everybody, and people are going to have jobs today. Okay? So it's quiet right now. You're finishing the worksheet. If you're done with the worksheet, you are a wonderful child. Take out a book and read quietly. 5 minutes. Okay, Matt, you're all done? Where's your worksheet at? Okay, you're all done, sweetie? You're all done? You're not done. Okay. You done now? Okay. That I was really impressed because I told you guys there was no late option on this, that you had to get it in because we're doing it in class today. And many of you not only got it done, you did really good work. I was impressed when I was looking at it real quick. So what we're going to do today is in your group, you're going to go through, you're going to have a leader, you're going to have a writer, and you're going to have a presenter. And we'll decide those in just a minute. And what you're going to do is the leader is going to go through, and you're each going to go through and you're going to share what you came up with for summarizing the 3 most important events they have to know what we read yesterday. And then the leader, you're going to help your team decide which was the most important of all the ones that was shared. And I'm going to give you a clean piece of paper, and you're going to write it on the clean piece of paper. But make sure you remember to restate the most important event was, and then because, okay? And then the next thing you're going to do is the leader's going to lead you through all 3 people, or everybody in your group sharing their questioning, and you're going to come up with what you think is the best question that you can share, okay? Write it on the new piece of paper. And then the last one is the predicting. You're all going to share your predicting, and then your leader's going to walk you through choosing what you think is the best prediction that you're going to share. So your leader.
Have the leaders in your group stand, please. Okay, good job. Leaders, you are going to keep things moving, keep your group on focus, and ask the questions and go through the sheet so that everyone gets to speak in your group, and you are leading them, not bossing them. Okay? Nice job. Have a seat. Where are the writers? Stay with them, please. Okay. Your writer is going to obviously do your writing and be putting your thoughts down on paper. They need some time to do that, so be careful with them while they're doing that. Give them time to write it down. Be sure that they know what you want them to write down. Be sure that we can read it, okay? Thank you. Presenters. Presenters. Pretty obvious. You're going to be presenting what your group has decided and come up with on your clean sheet of paper. I would run through that once. Don't get up in front of the group and not know what you're going to say and not be able to read your paper, okay? So practice that a little bit. And then the people that are the taskmasters. You're going to be kind taskmasters. You're going to keep things on track. Not talking about the weekend, but refocusing people. Kind of a right-hand man to your leader, all right? Are we all set? You know what your jobs are, and you know what you need to do?
And we're going to be at a level 1 voice doing it, please. Right?
Be excited. You're looking awesome today. I think you'll be doing great work.
it left the kerosene on the stove, and then Billy threw it, and her mom caught on fire. And it's important because later in the chapter, her mom dies.
I thought it was important when, like, the baby died, well, because it was, like, supposed to be, like, the baby boy that they've all been waiting for, and they never got him, because, like, he died right after he was born, so.
I think the most important part of the chapter in this chapter is that her mom died giving birth to the baby, which also ended up dying. I think this is the most important thing because it will affect the rest of her life, not having a mom with her.
And the most important was when Billy Joe's mom gave birth, because not only did her mom die, but Billy Joe's newborn baby brother as well.
Well, we could probably put down as the most important thing after
That her mom died.
passed away.
Her mom and
Okay, I have no idea what we're supposed to do. I've just been reading all these.
Okay, you're gonna share your first one. Everyone's gonna share their first one, and then you're gonna decide. Yep. You did a good job.
Are you guys talking together?
Yeah. She's just writing down, why did her dad tell her take her mom's money and go to jail and not get stuff for her mom.
The most important one for each column. So you guys are doing more work than you have to do. Okay, who's your leader? You? Leader, did you pay attention to directions?
I thought you meant like write down all three of the most important things.
No, I want you to share, everybody share theirs and then decide which one of those you're going to use. Because you only have to share one. Okay, who's your presenter? Okay, so you're only presenting one? Okay, one for each column. So you guys could probably move along and get to the next column. Or from what you put down, choose one and then move on.
Okay, listen. The most important event is the accident with her mom. What accident? Because she probably wouldn't have died if it happened. You have to tell.
All my presenters stand up. Okay, so the rest of you are being good listeners while they present. Each group is going to go through, tell me the one important event that you came up with, and then we'll discuss that together. So we'll start with Antonia. What did you guys say?
For the first one?
Mm-hmm.
When Billy Joe threw the tail, it was an important event because that caused her to get caught on fire and die.
Okay, thank you. Billy Joe die or
Her mother.
her mother? Okay. What did you guys put, Allison?
The most important event was the incident with her mom because she probably would have died if it wouldn't have happened.
Okay, thank you. What did you put, Hannah?
The most important thing in this chapter is that Billy's mother and baby brother Franklin died because it's going to affect Billy and her dad for the rest of their lives.
Okay, thank you, Christian. Thank you for paying attention. Joe, what did your group put?
The first most important event was the pot of person by the stove, and her mom threw it on the coffee pot and it lit up.
Okay, thank you. What did you guys put, Travis?
One thing about was important in this story is Pa left kerosene by the stove when Ma got burned. It is important because Ma got burned really badly.
Okay, thank you. What did you put, Miranda?
The most important event was when Billy Joe's mom and brother died because it affected her mom and dad.
Okay, thank you. And you're the last one, Armand. What did you guys put?
My first important event is that Billy Joe burns her mother on accident.
Okay, so we all pretty much agree that the most important event was that Billy Joe's mother was burned and that she and the baby die as a result, right? Okay.
Here we go, your second section on your most important question. Let's start with Miranda.
This one, why did Billy Joe's dad go get drunk with the emergency money because he should have been home?
Okay. Allison?
Why didn't Billy Joe see Mom running back to the house?
Okay. Thanks, Jeff. Tonya?
Why didn't the dad name the baby when asked?
Travis?
One question I want to know is why did Billy Joe throw the kerosene?
Nice work. Hannah?
Why was the kerosene left on the stove unattended?
Good one. And Armand?
Why did Billy Joe catch her away?
You all said is that, or you all asked is, why did Pa take the money and go out drinking? So why do we think Pa took the money and went out drinking? Joe?
Because he might feel responsible because he was the one that put the kerosene in it.
Right. Who is everybody blaming?
Billy Joe.
But maybe Dad feels responsible, maybe the stress was too much for him. So my last one is predicting. So we'll start with you, Travis. What was one prediction you guys came up with?
We actually didn't get that.
You didn't get that one, you didn't use your time wisely. Okay, thank you, have a seat. Armand, what did you guys come up with for a prediction?
We don't have one.
You don't have one, I'm sorry to hear you didn't use your time wisely either. Hannah, make my day.
We predict that the next thing that will happen in the story will be Billy Joe's dad is going to give up farming and move away.
Okay, thank you. What did you guys say, Joe?
That they are gonna realize that they can't grow the crops that they're gonna do.
Okay, thank you. What did you guys say, Antonia?
We predict that Billy Joe's dad will drink himself to death.
Wow, good one, thank you. What did you say, Miranda?
I predict that Billy Joe and her dad will be happy.
Okay, thank you. Allison?
I predict that they are going to sell their house.
Okay, thank you. Those are all good predictions. You can have a seat now, Armand. You guys did a really good job. That was a really important part of the book. And so I think you did a good job of working together and coming up with what was the most important part, and then what questions you had, and also what your prediction is for what's going to happen next. So next we're going to listen to the last part of that chapter. So go ahead and open up your book, and we're going to listen to that.
Old toy trains and little toy tracks